Welcome to the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of strange things from the internet and car news from around the planet. How are you, Martin?
Good.
Good.
This is a strange thing from the internet.
It is.
Technically.
I'm very tired today, everybody. Why? Because I had a late night. That's all you need to know.
I put fertilizer on my lawn and I can still smell it. I wonder if it's still in my face. Next up, car news.
This week in car news, Martin, I do believe there's some Daihatsu news.
There's always Daihatsu news. Okay, here's the Daihatsu news. Daihatsu is sponsoring the Japan badminton and para badminton teams. Internet, like the badminton competition, they're sponsoring that. They're also sponsoring Cirque du Soleil, you know that circus thing where they do the cool stuff. They're sponsoring that.
Was this just scraping the barrel just to get Daihatsu in the news? Because that's like no one cares about that.
Okay, I went to Daihatsu's press releases to find out about all their cool cars, and that was what the press releases were for. And here's my point, right? Is that car news?
No.
No, it's not. But that's what the car companies tell you is news. Hey, we're sponsoring a badminton team.
So we were telling them that because we're taking the piss of their news. Okay, phew. I thought that was actually news.
I was just sort of highlighting something. No, in actual cool Daihatsu news, he's not going to think it's cool, but I think it's cool. Daihatsu's teamed up with a 3D printing company, and you can 3D print bits for your car.
That's
For
cool.
your Copen. Copens are hugely popular.
They are.
The older ones even, and the new ones that still look pretty cool and boxy and mad. It was in a recent video on Mighty Car, which is the other show that we make that you probably don't want
to. A lot of Copens in Japan.
Heaps.
We were in Japan a couple of weeks ago. Lots of them. Lots of yellow ones with hard tops. Do they all have hard tops?
Yeah, I think it's a hard.
It is a hard top thing.
And
there's so many of them. They're always yellow.
I don't know why more manufacturers aren't doing this. You can just buy all the external panels for your Copen.
And just stick them on.
In whatever colour you want. So if you have a yellow Copen and you're like, you know what, I'm sick of my yellow Copen, you go click, 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 put on blue panels. They can be different shapes, you can get aftermarket ones, whatever, but that's factory supported.
You could do a service of your car, Martin, and while you're doing the service, you could just change a panel while you're at it. Speaking of servicing, Martin, see my segue there?
Yes.
See what I did? Speaking of servicing, there's a whole industry built around servicing cars. A lot of people say, why is the technology of internal combustion engines been the same since the 1800s? Partly because that's the way the machining's set up, but secondarily and every other numberarily, it's also because there's a lot of money to be made in filters, in oils, in the consumables that you need to keep your car fan-doogling down the road. Elon Musk has come out, and service times, have you read about this?
I heard something about
Service intervals, 1 million miles between services.
Between major services, right? Everything else is what, just changing tyres and
I guess so.
blinker fluid?
Can you believe it? We're in the future, Martin. We've been there for a while and we're still there.
It's just happening. It's been talking about it, and boom. A couple of unicorn circuits from now, everybody's going to be in an electric car.
Everybody is.
Everybody.
And you know what? We were saying though that there is some consideration about how you get the electricity to make your car. I think up in Queensland they're trying to make some like superhighway thing where there's power all the way along for your Teslas and it's free. So nothing's free though. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Someone's got to pay. Who's paying? I'd tell you if I'd done some more research. Maybe the government. Maybe it's kind of a thing. So hey, Queensland's cool. We got nice beaches. And nice people and nice electricity.
Speaking of beaches, you know what else is cracking in the land of Japan and land of the Daihatsu is that there's lots of talk of these companies and all these cool companies that you love so much. So like we're talking Mazda with their mad cars and Mitsubishi's with their some mad cars and other sort of smaller ones like Suzuki. There's talk out there that a lot of those companies are going to end up as just like the big three. So really? Toyota already bought Daihatsu, we know that. Apparently they're looking at Suzuki, there's rumours out there.
Own Nissan or something, or vice versa.
All sorts, but
something weird.
Within Japan, like it's now looking like some of these bigger companies like Toyota or whatever are going to buy, and you see that also because Subaru, as much as it's huge in Australia and some other places, is not really a big car company either. And they do.
But Subaru Australia is not actually a real car company, is it?
Well, they don't make anything.
Well, Subaru Australia is just an importer of Japan's Subaru. Aren't they? Are they? I don't actually know, I'm just making this up. But Subaru Australia don't do anything other than bring in Subaru. Like Subaru Australia is a totally separate company that just brings in Subarus from Japan to sell them to us.
Yeah. And even the warranties are, I think if you have a warranty on an Australian Subaru, it's with Subaru Australia, not Japan. But there's all sorts of like
all sorts of stuff. We don't know what we're talking about. Don't listen to us.
No idea. Anyway, so very soon it could be like, Toyota, Nissan and Honda, maybe that's it. And everything else you know and love. Suzuki, your MX-5 is actually going to be made by Toyota, and your Suzuki Kizushi is going to be made by Nissan or something. So times are changing.
Are you sleepy, Martin?
Not as sleepy.
Yes, you are. Go to sleep for a second. Close your eyes. That's what Latvian company Steer is planning to do to you when you fall asleep in your car.
Does that mean?
Yeah, actually electrocute the driver. So Latvian company Steer, which was a Kickstarter, but now they're making their thing, make this little band. It's like $100 US, and it's monitoring the conductivity of your skin and your heart rate and all those kinds of things. And if it thinks you're going to sleep, it gives you a warning first. It goes yellow light, just a little thing, goes you should, and then if it continues drop, so it electrocutes you. So at that point, I think their press release said it's like it's better than 3 cups of coffee. I mean, anything's better than.
See, the worst thing is when you're not expecting. When you're not expecting it, it's the worst. If you're like, oh, I'm getting a bit sleepy. No, I won't. And then,
So anyway, would you wear one?
No.
Would you wear an electrocution device in the car? It might save lives, Mum. It might actually.
Someone's going to work out a way to wear that somewhere that they shouldn't. And then it's going to be like,
Except the heart rate won't be going down. The blood pressure will be going up. But Mum, have you got any other car news? Because otherwise, I think that's a good segue into the next thing.
Except my last bit of car news, just to reiterate, Daihatsu's sponsoring a badminton tournament, everyone. No all drive L200 mirrors anymore, just badminton competitions. I know.
We don't care. Please, no more Daihatsu.
What's next?
Is that it? Marty,
even legal?
no, we're staying in Japan.
Are we? Okay.
For is that even legal? So we were in Japan recently, fan-doogling around the country, doing some exciting things that you'll hear about in the coming weeks and months and millennia. But Martin, we've spoken about this before. We've spoken about how in Australia, in Australia, you can't have a blow-off valve, but you can drink and drive up to blood alcohol level of 0.05, different for P-platers and L-platers. In Japan, it's 0.03, but it's basically zero tolerance, so you can't drive, but you're allowed to have a blow-off valve. What would you rather have? We posed that question before. That's not new, but this is the new news, Martin. Is that even legal? In Japan, it's illegal to drink and drive, and if you're the passenger, you'll be fined as well.
And you'll be fined a lot.
Everyone in the car. I think you'll find $1,000,000 yen, which is $10,000.
Yeah.
And what's the other thing? That's right, 5 years in prison.
And the passengers get fined thousands as well.
Yeah, the passengers get fined
because
as well.
you knew. You should have got in the car with you.
Not just that. The law is, or the translation, my understanding is, you're aiding and abetting a crime. Because the person who's driving is a criminal, and you got in the car with them, making their criminal conduct okay because you got in there as well. So if you've got 4 passengers in your car, you'll all be fined. Driver potentially goes to jail. Martin
got a better idea. Go to Up Garage, get a blow-off valve. Take your mates. Don't get fined.
Here's the question though, Martin, and this is a serious one, and this is I'm actually serious. Would we be better to implement that in Australia? Modify your car, have your coilovers, have your brakes, have your blow-off valves, but no alcohol. Who would swap it? So I reckon that's a fair swap.
Because you can leave your mad car at home that's legally modified and mad, and then get the train or the taxi to go have some beers.
Yeah.
And then you get the best of both worlds.
See,
and no one's crashing because they're drunk.
I reckon, and I've blabbed on about this before, I think the problem with going 1 drink in the first hour, but 2 if you're a guy, but 1 if you're a woman, 1 every hour after that, but only if there's it's confusing, and people get pulled over and they've got like 0.06 and they're over the limit, and they are legally over the limit, and they're arrested and they're fined and whatever. And I think some people are doing it because they're dickheads. I think other people are doing it just because they're confused. They're like, oh, I thought I was allowed this, I thought I was that, I thought if it was just 0,
I had 1 beer, but it was a 1.8 standard drink beer, even though it looks like 1 drink.
Just
stuff like
exactly.
that.
Like when you buy a beer in Australia, like 1 beer, on the back of it, it tells you how many drinks it is. So it'll say 1.4. So it's not 1 beer at all, it's 1.5 beers. People get confused. Yes, people need to take responsibility for themselves. I reckon we should just be 0. I reckon we should just take Japan, man. Just take that up. Just none. That's it. Just don't do it. Except in exchange we get to modify our cars.
Yeah, see that.
What's next, Mum?
Good question. I believe next... Your handwriting's rubbish, my friend. No, it's actually pretty good. But you're right this way, don't you? Right, 90 degrees.
Mum, what's next?
Weird stuff from Unicorn. So was he?
That actually scared the crap out of me. This week, Martin, of course, we buy some strange things from the interballs, or they're sent to us, or we find them somewhere. This one here,
Show us a strange thing off the interballs.
Martin, this one here has come from This one's called from San Juan. San Juan, this is from.
Electronics.
San Juan Electronics.
Does it need batteries?
I don't know, mate. I don't
That looks
know
a bit
this.
questionable.
Here we go.
What is
What
that?
Here we go, Martin. This is... Oh, I've seen these before.
I like it.
It's a fidget cube.
No. Wait,
Contact us.
doesn't work.
A fidget cube, I don't know anything about them, but someone on the interballs will tell us. My understanding is this is a cube. Can you tell me what it does there, Martin? It's a cube that you fidget with if you want to fidget.
Say goodbye to stress. The design of this face is inspired by traditional worry stones. So you're
Look at
supposed
this
to
one.
rub that bit.
Oh, that does feel
Roll.
good.
The gears spelled G-E-E-A-R-S, and ball
Yes.
on this side are all about rolling movements,
Oh,
with the ball sporting a built-in dick feature.
really?
I think it's supposed to say click.
Oh, okay. It doesn't click at all.
Looking for circular fidget? Take this dial for a spin.
Oh, this one here. Martin, I reckon this is just some cheap plastic that someone made to try and sell people things that they don't actually need.
You don't have to be a gamer to enjoy the unusually satisfying gliding action of this joystick.
Martin, that's a fidget cube, and I would say one of the biggest wastes of time and money I've seen in some time. I did actually read somewhere, Martin, that fidget spinners themselves, the things everyone laughs at, can help kids that have attention disorders and things like that, because they can release some fidgeting stress. And for that, if there's some science or some anecdotal evidence that suggests that's true, then I'm all for it. We have a secondary weird thing off the internet, Martin. That's on your keyboard.
All new and freaking awesome chopped keyrings.
Look at that, Martin. Made out of metal.
Made out of metal and like plated and polished. They look freaking awesome. They come with the actual keyring thing themselves, and they just chill there off your keyring and look awesome.
Chop your keys, chop the world with chopped keyrings. These can be sent directly to your door hole. Click on the doodle, get it to your doodle. And you know what, Martin? 10 people, I'm going to give them a random unicorn present.
That's awesome.
10 people. It'll be something strange. It won't be something expected. It'll be something odd. 10 people that order them.
I don't like keyrings.
Don't you?
No.
Awesome.
Which is for...
Why are you using one?
No, because forever we said, oh, it'd be cool to make like a keyring thing, and we never did it. And then finally we found these ones and got them all like custom made up, and I reckon they're freaking cool.
Oh, good. So you do like them now.
It's changed my thoughts on keyrings generally.
They're chunky, they're black.
They're
it's
tough.
kind of like black. It's hard to describe.
First thing we did is throw one at the ground really hard to see if it would break.
And then we tried hitting it with a hammer, and then do you know what we did, Mutton? We tried bending it, which we couldn't do, and then we tried snapping the bottom bit off.
And then I sandpapered it, and it just ended up looking cooler.
So there it is. You can get them. Let's move on to the regular programming now. Mutton, that's a real letdown, that fidget box. That's what I reckon.
It'd be a letdown if it was a balloon with a hole in it.
Now, Mutton, normally, now we would kick into mycrapcar, but we're not going to.
Nope.
Because mycrapcar is now its own brand new show.
So good.
It's a spin-off series off the spin-off series. It's a spin-off squared. It's mycrapcar came from the Unicorn Circuit, which came from Mighty Mods. So that is its whole new show. Click the doodle to check out the latest episode of that. It's coming out every week if we want it. Otherwise, it's not. And so next up, man, it's Fank of the Week. Fanking, of course, is the delightful art of recontextualising a product by taking a photo of it down near your bits and pieces. Public fanks are fine, private fanks are fine. Fank away, fank yourself silly. So here it is, Martin. You can send them in, of course. We'll give you the details of how to do that afterwards. These are some user fanks, Martin. This one's just funny, pumpkin butter.
Nice.
You make some soup with that. Martin, this is next level nut milk penis.
What did it used to say? Replenish.
Replenish? Is that what it said?
Because someone in the marketing department's gone, oh, replenishing. And let's just take the re off it because it's the first time we're doing it, and then call it penis.
Whatever. Oh, wow. Next.
Wow.
Martin's serious ass. Look at that. What did that say before?
Look at the powder on there.
Who knows what that said? I don't even know what
Yeah,
that said. Big hunk, Martin.
Yep.
No one's denying that. Nice thumb. G'day, mate. Big. Straight up. Tell us it is.
He big. Oh, what is that? What's going on there? Oh, don't look too closely at that
Put
one.
some undies on, bro. Major moisture.
Nice.
There you go. Martin, that's boy wang.
Boy wang.
Cornic. What is that? That's onion manok
Onion
flavour.
manok flavour.
Oh no, chon manok.
That looks great.
I love a bit of chon manok every now and then.
100%.
Bang! Look at that. What's that thing, Martin?
That's a thermos.
Is it? There you go.
Thermos is like an esky, I believe.
Martin, no, that one's a little bit rude.
What the?
That says, smells like most of the internet.
Ah.
Is that like a weird internet joke but in a little gift store? I don't know what that is.
Weird.
Can someone tell us what that is? Does someone know?
I don't know about that.
I don't want that in my search history, so I'm not even going to look for it. Martin, there you go. Big sexy.
That's in my search history.
Next up, Martin. There's the big
The barkery. The barkery.
Well done. And bang of the week. Here it is, everybody. Drum roll, Martin.
Big whirly,
Big whirly,
urine.
14-inch urine vent. Well done. The 14-inch urine vent. If you'd like to send in your thanks,
And look at his legs. His legs all up over there.
like a double thank there. You can upload your thanking photos to the Fanking Facebook page, which is facebook.com/balls Fanking daily. It's on the thing that's flicking on the thing. There it is, Martin.
Next up, we are going to mytown. MyTown is where you take us to your town. This week's MyTown is freaking excellent, I have to say. The bar has been raised.
Yes.
2 people are presenting this one, and we're going to Austin in Texas.
In Austin in Texas, I think they've got some good music from there, don't they? I think that band, Explosions in the Sky.
Oh,
they're like a prog rock guitar band.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I think they're from there.
I thought you said that I thought you were talking about Nickelback.
Are they from there?
No.
Aren't they from Skater Boy?
No. Yeah, Canada.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, check it out.
Austin, Texas now.
What's up, Unicorn Circuit? I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Alex, and this is Austin, Texas, our town. This is the Pennybacker Bridge, a popular tourist spot to take photos overlooking Lake Austin. Austin's motto is Keep Austin Weird. We decided to make something to bring a little unicorn circuit to Austin.
Good enough for me.
Carbolic acid brew. Corrosive sulfate tunes us up like laudanum ketchup rare, while tyrotoxicant condiments.
Austin has pretty heavy traffic, especially during events like the recent F1 event at the Circuit of the Americas. You can actually race this track on games like Forza and Gran Turismo.
This is the Hope Gallery, and this used to be, or was supposed to be, an apartment complex, and it failed, so now it has been taken up by the city, and people come here to spray paint and do their graffiti on these walls. It helps deter it from doing it in other places in the city, so here it is.
Yeah. And then we'll use the book. There you go. That's fine, you got 3. And we have finished our wall of unicorns, and now it has 25 more horsepower. Austin is a pretty expensive city to live in. Luckily, there's a lot of free stuff you can do. Like you can go float down the river, you can go to a bunch of the natural parks and museums. There's actually a nudist colony up north. There's even an app where you can download a guided tour of downtown, and it talks about the murder that happened back in the 1800s, which was potentially America's first serial killer. We're down here at the Austin Capitol. Downtown Austin is known for lots of bars and conventions and music festivals. We have ACL later this year, and we just finished South by Southwest. The Capitol itself is actually a great place for hunting Pokemon. There's 20 Pokestops here and I think 2 gyms. So go catch us some Pokemon.
Thanks for watching our video, Unicorn Circuit. And as they say, everything's bigger in Texas.
Spray painted Unicorn Circuit logo on the wall.
Is that illegal?
No, not there, because how clever is that? The government went, you know what, we don't want like heaps of graffiti everywhere. Here's an abandoned apartment block. Why don't you guys go and graffiti that?
That's a really good idea.
Freaking awesome.
Amazing.
And now there's a Mad Unicorn circuit loader, custom spray painted. You guys 50 points for creativity on that one, dude. That was awesome.
Out of 100 or out of 50?
Out of 53.
Out of 10?
Out of 53.
50 out of 53?
Yeah.
What did they lose points on?
Nothing.
Great.
It was good.
It's all making
Really good.
sense. There it is, everybody. That is that's my town, which is your town. You can send in videos of your town with your phone sideways and cupping the end of it so that we don't get too much wind noise. You can send that to mytown@theunicorncircuit.com. Next up, Martin, I do believe it is story time. So this story time is very short and sweet, as in it'll be less than 30 seconds because it's something I've never seen before. My man Martin and I were in Japan a little while ago. We went to a restaurant. In that restaurant we went to the chicken bit, and the chicken bit just said raw chicken breast. Legit. And you could also order raw chicken gizzard.
You could order raw, multiple different meats.
All
right?
sorts of different things. Now I've seen raw beef before, and obviously raw fish, sashimi. I've never seen raw chicken breast before. In your land or culture, is eating raw chicken a thing? In Australia, if you're a restaurant and you serve someone raw chicken, it's probably illegal. Like, I think we have a thing about it can't be raw or something.
No.
It was raw chicken. Is that a thing? Do people eat it? I guess they do, because it was on the menu.
Yep.
I didn't eat it. I was scared. We had chicken karaage instead.
Foxes eat raw chicken.
Do they?
Yeah.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. A great book by Roald Dahl. A book of trial and tribulations.
Speaking of trial and tribulation, next, random eat bag.
Each week we expand our mouths and extend them to wrap around the universe's cacophony of tasty things. And this week in our unicorn food bag, Martin, we're going to be tasting the magic of a derby.
A derby? What is a derby?
I have no idea what a derby is, Martin, and where's it from? The derby appears to be a chocolate stick that is covered in rice bubbles and looks like it's going to be crunchy.
Derby.gr. Where's GR?
Is that Greece?
Oh, I don't know.
Where's GR from? Someone?
Nothing else on there is in English. So
Oh no, it looks a little bit Greek. It's from,
It does actually.
I don't know, wherever .gr's from, that is where the derby is from. It is, I can't even read this, that looks Greek, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, let's try that one.
Excellent.
It's 38 grams of derby goodness. Do you want to snap the end off that one, mate? Oh, look at that.
No, that's
How is it, Martin? Oh, it's amazing.
so excellent.
Oh, and caramel.
Oh,
Chocolate.
derby.
I highly recommend you get your hands on a derby. It tastes like a Mars bar that's been dipped in rocks, but those rocks are delicious.
And the chocolate's kind of licoricey a little bit, like a little bit kind of fun and not boring.
That's the Unicorn Circuit for another week. You can do whatever you want with your life. Bye.
Don't fall asleep.
Unicorn Circuit.